Hey there. Ready for a glimpse into the future?
Always.
Well, today we're diving deep into Gartner's top 10 strategic technology trends for 2025.
Sounds exciting.
Now, if you're like Gartner, they're basically the trend spotters of the tech world.
Yeah, they help businesses understand what's on the horizon, right?
Exactly. And get ready because these trends are going to shake things up.
Not just random guesses either, right?
Oh no, these are serious predictions.
Gartner analyzes tons of data, consults with experts all over.
To pinpoint the tech that's about to change everything.
I'm ready to dive in.
Okay, think AI that plans its own moves, computers that work like our brains, and robots that can switch jobs instantly.
Whoa, that's some serious future stuff.
Right. And the best part is, Gartner has grouped these trends into three major themes. The first one is AI imperatives and risks.
So basically the power of AI and the challenges that come with it.
Exactly. Because AI, it's not a distant concept anymore.
It's already everywhere, from our phones to...
Self-driving cars. But as AI gets smarter, we got to use it wisely.
Absolutely.
So first up, we have agentic AI.
Agentic AI.
Yeah, imagine having a virtual workforce of AI agents working for you.
Okay, now that sounds interesting.
They can plan and act to achieve specific goals that you set.
Like super efficient digital assistants.
That's a great way to put it.
I could have an AI handling my schedule, another one researching, and another one writing emails for me.
Right. But how do we make sure these AI agents are ethical
That's a good point.
and working in our best interests? It's a lot of power to hand over.
We need some guardrails, for sure,
Exactly. Ways to align AI actions with human values.
and ensure they're used for good, like setting boundaries,
Okay, so that leads us to AI governance platforms.
which are like the rule books for using AI responsibly, right?
You got it.
Within organizations.
They help companies manage the legal, ethical, and operational aspects of their AI systems.
Ensuring transparency and accountability.
Checks and balances for AI.
It's a good thing.
But, and this is a big but, AI guidelines vary across different regions and industries.
Oh, so it's not so simple.
It makes establishing consistent practices a real challenge.
I see what you mean.
Okay, now let's switch gears to disinformation security.
Disinformation, huh? Kind of a heavy topic.
Yeah, it's less glamorous, but equally important.
Right.
With AI-generated fake news and manipulated information everywhere.
It's getting harder to know what's real.
Exactly. This trend is all about building a system to counter that.
Okay, so how do we do that?
Strengthening trust and security in our digital world.
Interesting.
We need stronger identity validation to prevent fraud.
To prevent fraud, okay.
Continuous risk scoring to identify suspicious activity.
Continuous risk scoring, what's that?
Well, it basically analyzes different factors in real time to assess the trustworthiness of information.
Ah, so like a lie detector test for the internet.
You could say that.
Yeah.
And of course, we need sophisticated systems to detect harmful narratives.
So basically, as disinformation tactics evolve, we need to stay ahead of the game.
A multi-layered and continuously updated approach.
Makes sense. Someone's got to keep the internet from becoming a total free-for-all of misinformation.
Right. So far, we've explored the AI imperatives and risks. We've looked at how to use AI's power while mitigating its potential pitfalls. Ready for some new frontiers?
Absolutely. Hit me with it.
Okay, next up, we'll delve into how technology is pushing the boundaries of computing itself. Get ready for some mind-bending concepts.
I'm ready to have my mind blown.
Let's go.
Welcome back. Last time we were talking about the power and the challenges of AI.
And the need for responsible innovation.
Exactly.
Well, get ready to dive into some serious future tech.
I'm ready.
We're talking about advancements that blur the lines between the physical and digital worlds.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Buckle up, it's time for theme number 2. Human-machine synergy.
Human-machine synergy, let's hear it.
First up is spatial computing. It uses technologies like augmented and virtual reality to create totally immersive experiences.
Immersive experiences.
Yeah, they blend the real world and the digital world.
So instead of just staring at a screen, we can actually, like, step into a digital environment?
You got it.
So I could play a game where the action unfolds in my living room,
Exactly.
or take a virtual tour of ancient Rome without leaving my house.
Endless possibilities.
Wow.
And it goes beyond entertainment, right?
Oh, I bet.
Think about surgeons using augmented reality for more precise procedures.
That's amazing.
Or architects collaborating on 3D building designs in real time.
Yeah, it could change how we work, learn, even shop.
Right. Imagine trying on clothes virtually before buying them.
That would be game-changing. But what about privacy?
That's a great question. With all this digital information floating around, data, privacy, and security are super important.
Yeah, you don't want just anyone accessing your information.
Right. We need to create secure environments and protect user data.
It's like having someone in your house. You want to make sure they're trustworthy and respect boundaries.
Exactly. And while spatial computing is still evolving, we can expect to see better security measures and ethical guidelines.
That makes sense.
Okay, now let's move from immersive digital experiences to something more physical.
More physical, okay.
Let's talk polyfunctional robots.
Polyfunctional robots, what are those?
Imagine a robot that can switch between tasks seamlessly.
Seamlessly.
Like 1 minute it's on an assembly line, the next it's packing boxes. And then it could even help with inventory management.
Hold on, so you're saying it can do multiple jobs without needing to be reprogrammed?
You got it.
Whoa.
They're designed for flexibility and efficiency.
So they'd be great in industries where tasks change a lot.
Exactly.
What's stopping them from being everywhere?
Well, one of the biggest challenges is a lack of standardization.
Standardization.
There's no agreement on prices or what features should be included.
So it's hard for businesses to know which one to choose.
It's like trying to buy a car without knowing what features come standard.
Yeah, that would be overwhelming.
But as this tech gets more popular, I think we'll see more standardization and clearer guidelines.
Okay, that makes sense.
So we've gone from blending digital and physical realities with spatial computing to robots that can multitask. Now, get ready for some real science fiction stuff.
Okay, hit me.
The next trend is neurological enhancement.
Neurological enhancement. That sounds intense.
This technology could revolutionize how we interact with computers and even enhance our own abilities.
So are we talking mind-reading devices or something?
Not quite mind reading, but it does use tech to read and decode brain activity.
Okay, so like a direct interface between your brain and a computer.
You got it. Control devices with your thoughts.
Wow, that is straight out of a sci-fi movie. But what could you actually use this for?
Well, imagine personalized education that adapts to how you learn in real time.
That would be pretty cool.
Or safety systems that can detect when drivers or pilots are getting tired.
Yeah, that would be great.
It could even lead to new ways for people with disabilities to communicate.
That's incredible.
It could have a huge impact on so many areas of our lives.
But it must come with some ethical considerations, right?
Absolutely. We need to think about data privacy, security, and the potential for misuse.
What if someone hacked into your brain?
Exactly. We're entering uncharted territory, and we have to be very careful.
We need to make sure this tech is used ethically and responsibly.
Couldn't agree more. So we've covered a lot of ground, blending realities, multitasking robots, and even the incredible possibilities of neurological enhancement. The future of technology is full of excitement and challenges.
And next time, we'll wrap up our deep dive into these top 10 trends.
We'll explore what it all means for you and the world we live in.
Stay tuned.
Welcome back. We've been on quite a journey through these cutting-edge technologies.
From AI that can make its own plans to computers that mimic our brains, it's pretty amazing.
It really is.
Yeah.
And we've seen how these advancements could totally reshape how we live and work and interact with the world.
It's mind-blowing. But before we wrap up our deep dive into Gartner's top 10 strategic technology trends for 2025, let's take a minute to think about what it all means for you.
Of everything we've talked about, what stands out to you the most?
Well, honestly, the thing that really gets me is the sheer speed of all this innovation. It's exciting, but also a little bit intimidating, you know?
I agree. It feels like we're right on the edge of a whole new era.
With incredible potential, but also some big questions we need to think about.
Exactly. And I think one key takeaway is the importance of responsible development.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
As we create these powerful technologies, we have to be mindful of their impact.
We need to make sure they're used ethically and for the benefit of society.
It's not just about chasing the latest cool gadget. We have to consider the implications and make conscious choices.
Like with energy-efficient computing, right?
That's a great example.
As technology becomes more widespread, its energy consumption goes up. That impacts the environment.
Right. So we have to find more sustainable solutions.
Exactly. Designing more efficient hardware, using renewable energy sources.
It's not just about making cool gadgets. It's about making sure they don't destroy the planet.
Exactly. And, you know, this focus on sustainability ties into another big theme.
What's that?
The convergence of the physical and digital worlds.
Ah, you're talking about trends like ambient invisible intelligence, where technology is everywhere around us.
Exactly. It's like the internet is spilling out of our screens into the real world.
We're constantly connected. But that brings up questions about data privacy and security.
Big
Who
questions.
has access to all this information? How are they using it? And what control do we have over our own digital footprint?
We need more transparency for sure.
And we need to be empowered as users. We can't just blindly accept whatever the digital world throws at us.
We have to be informed, engaged, and advocate for our rights.
Exactly. And that brings us to another really important point:
What's that?
adaptability. The pace of change is only getting faster, and the skills we need to thrive in this new world are constantly changing.
It's a lot to keep up with.
It is. I feel like there's something new to learn every single day.
It's all about lifelong learning. The future belongs to people who are curious and adaptable.
People who are willing to embrace new challenges.
You got it. It's not just about learning new things, it's about having a mindset that's open to continuous learning and growth.
And remember, the future isn't something that just happens to us. It's something we create through our choices and actions.
That's a great point.
So to all of you listening, here's our final thought.
What's that?
Stay curious, stay informed, and stay engaged. The future is in your hands.
Keep exploring.